hell happened to my feed? Well, you can see the screen, so that's all that matters. How's it going, TK? Awesome, just at work. What about you? I'm pretty good, TK. I'm alright. Just it's been really cold here, so you know, as the day goes on, it gets a little chilly. But other than that, it's all green here. Well, it's going alright, dude. I'm just helping some new guild members with getting badges and gear. We got about like 2 weeks until Nax comes out, so I've been kind of taking a break from playing WoW. I've been playing a lot of Arknight's Enfield. So how's that work life, dude? doing lots of paperwork. How do you feel about this server? Well, we've already talked about that, TK. I've been on the server for over 2 years at this point. I mean, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be playing it. I mean, I do have my gripes with the server, there's no doubt about that, just because they hate Americans on here, but other than that, I guess it's fine, and they're all potheads, and, you know. Well, I died. Holy shit. I mean, the server's pretty good, dude. I mean, other than, you know, you can't pug on the server or you're gonna have shit experience, but other than that, you know, the server's alright. It's about the closest that you're gonna get to Blizz-like of Wrath of the Lich King server. Without, you know, buying your own gear with real money like Warmain does. That's why I don't pug anymore, dude. I haven't pugged in a very long time. So how's your guild? Dude, my guild's the best guild on this server, dude. We're small, but I've raided with these guys for over 2 years, for as long as I've been on the server, dude. We're the best. And that's gonna be, as soon as Nax comes out, I believe we're gonna probably clear the whole raid in the first night. Or the majority of it. I mean, you could always come and join, TK. I mean, you just make a character, be the Shadow Priest main. Be the 9 Elven Shadow Priest. Because we got too many undeads in this guild. We don't need another undead, I'm just saying. I would, but I have been working so much lately, it's insane. Well, it is what it is, man. I mean, we have a Shadow Priest in here, which is Nelly, but they're one of my top healers, so they get the DPS tonight. Love the stream, though. Well, that's good, dude, that you love the stream. That's all that matters. Because you're having a good time. God, we gotta go through another rotation of this shit. He's dead. She's dead, rather. Well, we're gonna have a lot more streams coming up here pretty soon, every week. On repeat, basically. We're gonna be doing Nax 10 and until we get normal on farm, and then we'll be doing Nax 10 and heroic at that point until all the war, and then it's gonna be Nax to heroic, normal, and all the war. But one thing at a time, though. That's pretty good. Double stun, basically double stun to stop those heals. Pretty good. I don't know, I just kind of explode damage on the screen, that's all I'm saying. Like, all the time. That's all I do. Ah, come on. As soon as I get all 5 stacks, you want to get me off the target. I don't like that. Do 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 do. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do our thing. So what's happening with Turtle, TK? Is Turtle popping? Like, I saw you playing a little bit, but I don't know if it's still popping or not. I'm assuming it is. Oh shit, okay. How's it going, Dad? You can hear me, yeah? I didn't see you were in here, dude. All I did was just turn the stream on and thought I would, you know, educate the people on how amazing paladins are, you know. If you're not a paladin, you're not playing the game, right? But I guess if you're a tree, that's fine too. We need sacrifices for the trees so we can go behind them. Tree good. Well, tree's good if you know what you're doing. Dude, this guy's gear sucks still. I do not understand why he has not full-blown, full-on heal epics at this point. I mean, he's got a lot of epics, but you would think he would have more than that. We got 29 badges so far. I got someone DMing me. Alright, hold on. That's a holy ability, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Shit. Alright. I think that's also a holy thing. Low-level twinks, enchantment spell. No, that's not. Wait a minute. I still need much more tweaking with my tree gear. Listen, talk to Nelly in the group. He'll take care of your enchants, dude. Somebody in the group has not clicked. Nelly's the priest in our group. You just tell them what you need, they'll take care of you. Song bothers me. I'm going back to Miami Vice. Let's do that. The Inspired by Miami Vice playlist. Let's do that. Dark Sis. Sounds pretty sus to me. Oh, never mind. We're good to go. No, we're not. Oh, nice. The cancer dungeon. I hate this one. Well, someone got me out of there. Remember, we got a shaman for the totem, so you don't need to worry about poison. All you need to do is worry about, doing what you do. One of the biggest things, Dan, is I'm going to explain something to you because I'm just gonna be blunt and I'm gonna be honest about this. You need to use you got to use everything in your kit at this point. You should know you should know your class inside and out at this point in the game. But you need to use your shadow men a lot more. So like we got this guy and he's our new guild member, but he's a new tank, right? So this is like he's like very new, as you can tell. Like he doesn't know how to basically pick up the aggro. He doesn't use a snap aggro right away. So when that shit happens and you're getting hit, you need to either hide or use your shadow meld. Because you don't use that enough. And you got to use your swift men more too. And make sure you get in here, by the way. There you go. Knowing when to use your swift men and tranquility is pretty much key in order to play in tree, basically. Now remember, you got to be within range. You got to be within range of the totem in order for the totem to get rid of your poison. So when we get to the boss, make sure you stay near the totems so it can get rid of the poison. Otherwise, we're gonna be here forever. And you don't need to worry about cleansing it. You just need to worry about being next to the thing. Because trying to cleanse and heal at the same time is AIDS. That's why I basically have everyone else do it, or I just do it myself while I'm tanking. And when I'm DPSing, if no one else can do it, I just do it and still manage to top the damage meter somehow. And another thing is you need to start using your life bloom a lot more, because that's also gonna because how Omen of Clarity works at this point in the game is it's based off of how much mana you use, and life bloom pretty much force procs that all the time, and life bloom gives you mana after it runs out, so it's basically a free heal that gives you like more than half of what you spent on stacking that up on the tank. And make sure you're using your what's it called, your innervate on yourself when you need it. Because as a tree, all you really want to do, besides stacking, you know, obviously you want to stack haste, but in my opinion, you want to stack spirit a little bit more than haste, because haste is not only spell power, but it increases your mana regen, and your what's it called, innervate is based off of your spirit stat, not only just your maximum mana pool. Because as a tree, you should never, even when you do go on mana, you should, at this point in the game, this guy is getting everything tonight, but as a tree, you should never be running out of mana, basically, like ever. And even when you do, it doesn't matter, because you just use innervate, you're full. You never should think about, and here's like the biggest thing about Shadow Mill. As long as you don't get in combat, like, so if the tank pulls or whatever and everyone's attacking the boss and you need to get mana, but you're in combat already because the tank pulled or whatever, as long as you physically don't get in the combat yourself, like attack the boss or anything, you can still use Shadow Meld. It'll take you out of combat and you can drink during combat at that point, because Shadow Meld drops all your aggro, it takes you out of combat. So that is also something else you need to think about, because that also applies into raids too. Now granted, you can't do that every single time in the fight, because you can only do it like once, like in near the beginning of a fight when you're using Shadow Meld. As long as you you know that you're not going to get hit after you use Shadow Meld, and two, you're not going to hit the boss after you Shadow Meld, you can always Shadow Meld and get out of combat and drink while in combat. It's powerful. And another thing you need to also think about this. You need to quit giving everybody thorns. You only give thorns to the tank, because nobody knows about this, because nobody was there, and everyone, you know, doesn't want. Everyone's got, you know, Everyone's a damn internet zombie. They don't got no brain cells. But basically, Thorns has a built-in aggro gain. So when you put that on everybody and someone gets hit by that, it generates a shit ton of threat. So you should be only giving that to the tank. Like, the tank is the only one that should have that, period. There's too many like noob druid players that do that. Now, granted that there is certain situations when we get to them, like there is certain boss fights that you want to give like everybody the thorns, because the tank can't, you know, given what kind of a boss it is. There is a couple of bosses that, oh shit. Okay, hold on, we need to focus up here. There is a couple of boss fights where, you know, the tank is not always going to get aggro on ads, so at that point it's good to have thorns on everybody, because like pushes out, because everyone's going to be getting hit by them. Like this fight in particularly would be, you know, semi-good for that if we didn't have a paladin tank or a paladin in the group for consecration. The consecration is broken, and as long as you stand in it, the ads just kind of die. And by the way, I'm just gonna let you know, since since this tank is new, I will be taunting off of him. So basically what I've noticed is he doesn't really know how to tank yet, so when he pulls and stuff is going to other people, I will be taunting, basically, so it doesn't go to you or anyone else that's not the tank, so you need to watch out for me a little bit. Because a lot of times I just kind of stand there and not do anything, and I get hit because the enemies attack the closest one that's towards me, as long as the healer hasn't done anything. And if we're going to get through this content, basically, he needs to learn how to taunt and learn how to tank, but at the same time, I'm also going to help him, because that's what I do. I'm just letting you know, because if you don't know that I'm doing these things, or you're not paying attention, let's be honest, that's everybody. Nobody pays attention. They're on their phones too much, but if you're not paying attention, that's where I get clapped, basically. Alright, so this boss should be dead at this point. We can definitely kill at this point. He's dead. There's some holy gear, and there's a ret helmet. Oh god, why do we keep getting this shithole? Can we get Gundrake? Or at least, you know, move. You need to move, by the way. Someone started this right away, so make sure you don't get locked out. Alright, I'm going to rebuff. I mean, this one's really easy, but I'm kind of sick of getting this one. Nelly is just living on the edge. This guy is pretty clueless on what we're talking about, which is not a good sign, but I guess that's fine. Because your defense is never low unless you're not gemming for defense or you're not getting drops. Because I was beyond defense cap even before I had that trinket from lightning. It just put me over the cap because I wanted to use different items. So, Dad, I was going to also tell you that one of the trinkets that you want to get for yourself. Now, granted, this trinket's kind of interesting because depending on what stats higher, either your spirit or your intelligence, it's going to give you 490 of that stat. But the greatness trinket would be another trinket to strive for. Oh damn, are we getting that water? We're getting H2O. I can't stand it. I hate this boss. It's not a drop, dude. You craft it. You either buy it off the auction house or you craft it through Inscribe, which means you got to get the herbs. And if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna be spending 20k or 15k, and that's not an exaggeration because of how much goes into basically, you know, having to craft what has to go through crafting. Now you need to use a cooldown that's a very long cooldown, and even try to fetch the right cards to make those. Oh boy, he actually used his hand on you. I'm impressed. I'm glad someone's keeping their hands on people other than myself. Those are not terrible. Those are pretty good. But he's already got those, so I'm gonna disenchant. You should probably figure out what idol you want to use, by the way, because you could definitely upgrade your idol. Well, I don't know about that, dude. I'll have to look. I'll look it up myself. Because I'm pretty sure the one that you get from badges is not terrible for trees. Because we're about to go into Nax, and the one from Nax is broken, from what I remember. God, this world chat is so cancer. Every day they're always talking about something stupid. Alright, which boss we getting? We're getting the dog. He's getting his trinket, by the way. He's getting his trinket. Alright, let's go. Remember that if he puts that fire shit on me, you gotta bail me out. Now granted, it's gonna be on the tank. And he's literally standing in it, so... Test the healer. There's his trinket, dude. He's getting everything. Should I just enchant? He already needed on it, so you don't need to worry about it. Alright, here we go. Okay. I would definitely do your homework on balance, though, and start getting pieces for balance, because there's more than enough time for you to get all your balance gear for Nax. But, you know, if you can't, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but you're definitely going to have to step up at that point, because we are doing Nax's big boy territory. Nax is not the greatest thing for trees either, because the tank damage in that is pretty high. But if you get your gear in time and you do your homework on balance, then you don't have to worry about healing that until, you know, my plan is we already have like 4 healers counting yourself in the guild, and my thought process is we'll gear the first 2 main healers out, and then we'll rotate and put another healer in so they can start, you know, healing as well, and then the other main healers can, you know, rotate and DPS if they want to, and vice versa. But having a balanced druid would be pretty good, because we would get the spell crit and the hit rating. It's really not that hard, dude. Like, literally, you just watch you just go to the link I put in the Discord and for balance, and just read it. That's all it does. It tells you everything and what to do and the rotation, the whole 9 yards. Oh god, well we gotta get this shithole. I might have to take over tanking for this one because this one's actually kind of rough. Well, is it kind of rough? It is rough. It's all spell damage, and I can already tell this guy's getting pulled off of a shaman that's not even geared, and he outgears that shaman. Which is fine, I'm just saying that, you know, you really shouldn't be having problems with aggro at this point with all the gear that this guy has versus that shaman. Come on, dude, please do something. So, what about your son? You said that he was a part of it. What was it, After Hours? I think you were in After Hours, dude. He's taking a break from. What do you mean? I mean, all those people from After Hours, they're all a bunch of casuals, man. You can't be taking a break from WoW if you're a casual. You don't put in enough effort. I mean, if he's a healer, we don't need a healer. We already got healers. Like, I think you were talking about that. Between WoW and what exactly? Alright, well I thought you meant he played a different game basically. Because most people play like 3 different MMOs at once. So a lot of people play like Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy 14, and WoW. I just feel like that's crazy at that point. You know what? He just needs to fit his 10,000 steps in every day, and everything will be alright. And you gotta remind him to go behind the tree. No way, not him. Well, you're gonna have to have him go behind the tree as a morale boost. Oh my god, dude. Just throw your shield and hide, dude. That's all you gotta do. Alright, here we go. This is a... Oh, I thought we were gonna get an actual big boy pull, but we didn't. I honestly thought we were going in, but... we weren't. Alright, make sure you get me. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure these casters come over to me, so I'm not attacking anything yet. I guess they're going to be stuck in place, never mind. Alright, Dad, you're getting beat up a little bit. You need to push the AoEs a little bit, because we're letting these other guys just sit there, and Fork Lightning's a big deal. I'm going to get Nelly. I use my lay on hand, so I can't support you no more with healing at that point. That's a big, you know, fat 15-minute cooldown to basically give 2.5 million HP to somebody. Listen, I helped you. That's fine. That's why I'm here. Listen, there's a difference. You can't edge the DPS. You can only edge the tank. The tank has to be on top of it. The tank needs to be stressed out. DPS don't need to be stressed out. They already stressed themselves out by dying. Who joined?
I know you hate me.
I don't hate you, Joe. You just haven't been here. How's it going? We're doing...
blood sugar reading was not as good as I would have liked.
Well, we're doing heroics if you want to come join us.
Avoid stressors at the moment.
Well, doing heroics is not stressful, dude. It's a full guild run, minus this one pug. There's nothing stressful about it.
95 today.
95 is fine.
Not compared to the 85, 83, and 87 the last 3 days.
Well, it depends on what you ate today to get you up to that number.
No, that wasn't after I ate. That was before I ate.
Well, I don't know.
And it was steak and cheesy rice.
Oh, you're an asshole, dude. Straight up.
What?
You're straight up.
You asked me what I ate today.
I know, but you always eat steak, though, dude. So, it's kind of how it is. Steak's my thing, man. Get inside the shit. Oh, never mind. You gotta make sure you get inside that shit before she gets the sorrow off, or you're gonna get crushed. with that hard lock stun. So what are you up to, Joe? Tell me about it.
Mostly watching a comedy while grinding on a game.
What, you're dating?
Grinding on a game.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought I heard you say dating on a game, and I was like, whoa, you playing a dating sim? Yo, we might be somewhere.
Yeah, it's called Doki Doki Literature Club.
No, listen. I'm not into horse girls. I'm good. I'm not into screwing my...
You never played it then.
I know what you're talking about. It's that one where it's that chick's psycho and she stabs people and shit. I know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, there is a chick that stabs herself. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Diamond was talking about that. Not too long ago. He's into that. I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be right back. always go to YouTube and watch that playlist I have for you.
Yeah.
All those sermons, get some Lord in you.
That's true.
There's a lot there I've been adding to it.
Yeah, I should do that. I am struggling with everything.
Well, that's
Prayed
the
a lot today.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've been praying for him for us both, and I've been praying for you a lot, Josh. And I do think the Lord is in it because there's no doubt about it that you have definitely stopped being mad, and I do think it is ultimately you you've decided not to do that anymore. But I also think the Lord has a hand in that.
Sure.
Because I've been praying about it. Because I just been telling the Lord, and I'm just gonna be blunt and honest about it. I'm just basically telling the Lord, went through a whole lifetime of that stuff, and I know that's not him. I know that's not really him and how he really feels. But Lord, we got away from that monster, and then all that stuff happened. I was like, I'm not about it. You need to get him away from all that stuff. And I just believe the fact that you've quit doing that. The Lord has injected His hand into the situation and touched you because you've been doing a lot better. And you seem to want to get you're getting on the path of wanting to get off that stuff. And I think the Lord's He's definitely in it. And once you get off that stuff, you're ultimately going to be going to where you need to be.
It is
I will.
yeah, I might as well just do that.
You need any help or?
Nah.
All right.
I'm just gonna do chicken and fries.
That's fine.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ah, shit.
Alright, I'm back. You guys already killed that boss, right? Alright, let's continue.
You go back in here.
Yeah, I'm right here.
So what I'm gonna do actually is, cause I don't know if you noticed, but I actually did less fries than usual.
Oh shit. Alright, so here's the deal. Alright, so Dad, this is what's gonna happen. I'm going to basically be I'm gonna try to protect the party as much as I can and support the tank, but you have to be on top of your shit for this part. Because they haven't fixed this part at all, period. So that means I'm gonna get threat too. Because I'm gonna make sure you're taken care of. I'm gonna let him do most of the work, but I'm definitely gonna be helping. Like that. I don't know how this dude is losing threat so much, man. Alright, I think my playlist died, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Apparently it did, yeah. But I don't think that was all 50 minutes, was it? I'm just gonna replay it. Alright, so I'm gonna support him on getting the ones on the right, so just be mindful I am gonna have aggro. But as long as he picks it up, you don't have too much to worry about. I'm just letting you know, this is how you synergize with the tank, basically. If you're a paladin, even if you're DPS or healer, you always support your tank and what you can do, because you bring too much to the table not to do what you need to. So how's it going, Joe? Like, you're still there, right?
No.
No. Well, what are you watching? You said you were watching something and grinding on a game or something.
I was watching Red Dwarf.
Well, what's that about? Is that an anime or is that a TV show?
Old TV show.
Well, that's cool. What's it about?
One of those British comedies.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. I'm just, you know.
Used to be on Channel 9 way back when.
I don't think we had Channel 9, dude.
It was late night that it was on.
Alright, make sure you don't stand in the shit, by the way. As long as you don't stand in the shit, you're gonna be good. Damn, I am getting wrecked.
Oh yeah, my internet speed's been reduced.
Why?
Maybe having downloaded 1.3 terabytes or used 1.3 terabytes in the last 3 days might have something to do with it.
Well, dude, you don't need to be doing that much. God.
I do whenever I'm trying to download a big ass game and then come to find out because it's not working properly, I have to delete that big ass game and download the big ass game somewhere else on my computer because it won't let me copy it over.
That's crazy, dude. Alright, now we can teleport out and then back in.
And trying to get a different game working, I've downloaded it, deleted it, downloaded it, deleted it, downloaded it again. And it's just not working.
Well, that might be just a sign to put it up, dude. Just quit trying.
It's Easy Anti-Cheat's fault. It's not even the game's fault, but it is the game's fault saying I have to have Easy Anti-Cheat enabled in order to play it. But for some reason, that one game, no others that use Easy Anti-Cheat have a problem with Easy Anti-Cheat. That one, it has a big problem about it. It keeps telling me, what was it? Client integrity failure or something.
Makes sense.
So it won't let me join any of its servers. Talking about Rust, by the way.
Yeah.
Because a friend, because Emo wanted to play Rust, except I can't get Rust to work.
That's fine. Just focus on healing this boss fight, and then you can take a break after this. That's fine. And Nelly can do what they need to do. Alright, focus the tank unless he doesn't get out of that. Okay, we're in the... Okay, that's how you do the fight right there. You win the dang game, that's what you do. Well, shit, we're stopping. Did you want to come? Oh yeah, Dad, you still here, right? Yeah? Yes? Oh, don't tell me he left already. I think he... No, okay. Well, I was making sure because we are talking about you, Dan. I mean, you are kind of old at this point, dude. You forget everything, dude. 100%, dude. I have to be here to, you know, make sure you're healing, and you're the tree. That's all you need to know. Who you are is the tree. That's all you need to think about. Alright, Dan. I'll see you in a little bit then if you're coming back. Well, that's a bunch of shit. They fixed it so when you do a heroic now, it just through the random finder, it just saves it to the dungeon now. So even if you wanted to specifically queue for one that you've already ran through the dungeon finder.
And that was all the story.
It used to be it used to be that you could pick that dungeon and you could run it. Basically, you would just be locked to it, but you would still be able to run it. You would still have a chance to be able to run it still through the random finder. It would just be, you know, RNG of what you got. But my point is they fixed that because all we've been doing is, you know, the random finder for heroics, and when I go to pick a dungeon, it says we're saved all these, and it's like, dude, this is the old school way of doing this shit, basically, right? You only get saved through the random finder, basically, if you actually form the group yourself and you go out there and do it. So it doesn't make any sense, other than they hotfixed it because they've been doing a bunch of hotfixes lately.
Okay, seems about right, yeah.
Yeah, there's these 3 people again. They're over here doing shit. But there's these 3 people. One of them's from Moonsgill, another one's from the Anglers, and one of them's from the Night Howlers. And they're all level 1. They're in Dollar, and they're at the graveyard, and they're all on top of each other, and they're all naked, basically. You know what they're doing. They're there almost every day.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to get damaged necklaces though for my warrior, so for jewel crafting, because I can officially do jewel crafting now, but I need damaged necklaces in order to buy the cuts, basically. Which sucks because I need so many. You need 3 to get 1 blue cut, and then I think it's 5 in order to get the ones that I need, which are the plus 34. How do I might be able to sneak in a run tomorrow, might. Well, I'm just thinking about what to do now because we're all pretty much dispersing at this point, and it's just like I do need the grind damage necklaces, but at the same time, it's just like, do I really want to do that right now? I kind of want to go back to Arknight Enfield, to be honest, and do my building simulator. You know how, like, in Ark, basically Ark is like a building simulator. I think you can safely say that's a building simulator. That's what Arknight Enfield is, and basically I've been having a lot of fun playing that as of lately. Just building my base, going out, collecting stuff out in the open world, continuing the story. Now, granted, before you ask me what this game's all about or what is it, it is a gacha game, but,
just like that, you lost me.
Listen, no, hold on, dude. Quit being an asshole. Listen. It is a gacha, but you do not need to play the gacha in order to function in the game, because how the game works is like this. You can play the game with the characters they give you in the storyline, and the free pulls that you do get, you're going to max out all the characters they give you, basically. And then it doesn't even feel like a gacha. It plays more like like a game first, and then it plays like a gacha. It doesn't even really, honestly, it really doesn't even feel like a gacha at this point because how it plays is.
Oh, this girl racing game.
Shut up about that horse shit. I'm not talking about that bullshit, dude. I'm talking about Arknight's Enfield is actually a real game, and it's good. Yes, it has a gacha. It is a gacha, but you don't need to play the gacha in order to, have fun with that. I don't know how I ended up. I think what the coolest thing is that how the game works is you build it, you have a team of 4 characters, and they're all out in the field with you. And you don't do like Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves, where you have a party, but you have to switch them out, and you do the rotations, and then they have an element tied to them, and then you have an elemental reaction. Well, in this game, everyone belongs to a certain team. There's fire, ice, lightning, and physical, basically. And then out of those teams, you then have support characters, and then you have amplifiers. And amplifiers obviously is the buff, the damage type of what your team is, basically. And then from there, how it works is they'll auto attack or whatever, but all their abilities and all their skills that they use, besides their passives, you control all that. Like, every time that you meet a criteria in a combo, you can use their ability, and they chain off of you, or they might do something, and you'll make, or they might do something and make something of yours, pop off, because they have combo skills, and combo skills is based off of the fact that you need to have a party that meets everybody's criteria, and then you can start doing combo skills, and then you actually have like abilities that you can use, but you have an SP bar for the entire party, that you can't just sit there and spam all your abilities. There's an actual SP bar system where you get 3 bars. God, this looting is AIDS when you don't have AoE looting. Let's see if I can get this pull to work. Oh, I thought these horses we can actually attack them, but I guess not. Oh, the AoE grind is Prof Halden is real. You just pull everything and everything just kind of dies. They just kill themselves. It's amusing. Oh, come on, don't tell me all these guys reset. Come on now. That's so dumb. Man, that dude got deleted. My inventory is full. I need a repair bot. Shit. Man, these guys are just dead. I don't know why this guy is doing that. I handle it, dude. I got it. Boom. That damage, though. That thing sells for 4 gold. How much does that sell for? 10 gold. Alright, I'm coming. Alright, I'll be right back. It's hard out here. Well, alright, I'm back again. Alright, so basically, I think I still have 2 people watching the stream. I'm going to drop the stream, and then I'm going to restart it, because I'm going to play something else. So if you guys want to continue watching, you can come and, when the stream comes back up, you can definitely come watch again. I appreciate everybody who has been watching, though. If you like what I've done, click that thumbs up. So it lets me know that you like it and you like what I'm doing, and it pushes it out to the nether. I'll see you guys in